What can I hear? It was written before. Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 400. Okay, we got the happy birthday, but the music's not playing. Yeah, let me just try this. Nope. What a rat bag. That was working, and now it's not. And see a little. Another one. Let's try. I don't like it when things go wrong. Hey, we got some music. Yeah, let's try that again. Back to the birthday cake. There's something different about the new setup here. I didn't have time to do it with the control panel like I normally do. Playing the old music. It's still pretty good music. Beam up. So 400's live stream. Who would have thought we got there, guys? I wonder if we ever get up to 1,000. But I don't think so. I think my days are numbered here. No one's supporting me, and there's a lot of work for no reward, really. And we'll just go over some of it today. We could never win. And we got to get these bananas out the way first. Get rid of those nanas. That's the first thing we need to do before ufology will ever get anywhere. Well, hello. Good to be back. So I had to do some changes to the audio because it's still corrupting. And I think we've solved it. Enough for that music. Okay, let's get going here. Stop. I do like my control panel better than switching camera sequences and all that sort of stuff. Okay, I need to get to the desktop. There we go. We're back to normal. We're finally launched. How's the string going out there? Let me just check. So, there we go. Audio sounding good. Yeah, we're back to normal. We're finally launched. Sounds like it to me. Okay, so anyone out there? That was fun. Don't expect the sound not to play. Anyone out there? Something screwy going on there. It's like there was a whole silent thing playing in front. Kind of weird. I'm not. Minicam must have changed something. Not that I use that feature much anyway. Hey, look at that. As soon as I type anyone out there, we get Area 51 suddenly pop up. The lurker. Welcome to the OT channel live stream. I wasn't going to do any live streams for a while I catch up on other stuff, but I thought, damn it. I got some updates to do, and I need to just do them and talk about stuff. So UAP updates to previous. As you know, we look at videos and we can't quite pin stuff, and then we come back the next day and we've managed to find what we're looking for, and this is basically what's happened here. Hoods, well, that'll do. And Secureteam as well is back, but we'll talk about that as well. Hopefully we won't get any audio corruption, but there's no guarantee. I found out there's a thing called audio BG, B and G.exe. I suppose, no, not BG, DG. And I suppose that stands for digital, audio digital, which is part of the Windows subsystem. And when the buffers it's got some sort of major leak happening on it. If your buffers fill up too quick on it, it causes a crackle. Apparently. So yeah, we tried a few recommended settings that other people have managed to find, and see if we finally solved that 100%. Because I noticed the last live stream, I think in the last 30 minutes it started crackling again when I was playing some videos. It's really hard to notice it sometimes it's really bad. But yeah, bugs are bugs, you know, intermittent bugs are really hard to find. Plus, I've done a few tweaks on the speed. It seems to be pretty good. I'm using a thing called Process Lasso to fix the audio problem as well, because it's got to change the priority of the process to the highest, and it's also got to do one core tweak as well, make it run on one core rather than multiple, because that's where it sort of has problems. Oh, Microsoft wrote it. What do you expect? Do you expect to have problems? Obviously they don't test it out for streaming. Well, they don't never do any testing anyway. That's why they got so many updates that pop out all the time to fix all the holes. So yeah, what's the last live stream? We were talking about this kite, and I couldn't pin the kite. I'll just bring up third phase and make sure the audio plays. No doubt they've got more shite that we need to quickly look over to, by the looks of it. Insane. New leaked military video. That's not new, that's old. Unless something else has come out since, but we have a look at it anyway. What's that one? Unknown UFO impacted. Yeah, right. Swarm of UFOs just seen. God, they're knocking them out, aren't they? One day, 17 hours ago, 51 minutes ago. I can't keep up. There's too many of them against me. Too many of these idiots. Okay, there's this one here, I think. So I'll just refresh your memory which one we're going to do now.
To share with you, the videos are coming.
Oh, yeah, that's a CGI, well, maybe not CGI, but a model on fishing wire. Okay, they never put up fake sickles, according to Goofon.
at a rapid pace, and we wanted to give a big...
Oh, you can't prove that's a fake. Oh, come on. Of course you can. Alright, so Mr. Ponytail here.
shout out to the Hidden Underbelly 2.0. He's allowed us to...
I want to know why his belly's hidden. Is he a big bloke or something, is he? Brent. He always looks like he's got out of bed to me, doesn't he?
Permission to share this video coming out of Wiltshire, UK.
Oh, come on. Yeah, this one here.
It looks like a balloon. I don't know. I can't work it out.
Alright, we're going to get a little closer look. I'm slowing the
I
video
spent
down.
a fair
so
bit
we
of
can,
time trying to find the kite, and I did actually find the kite, but I couldn't get the side view of it. It's like a flying wing, and it's a box, kind of a boxy shaped kite to it. There we go, that one there. Okay, so have a quick look at that one there. With the right angles, you can see a right angle here, then the one here. Well, a straight bit, I should say. Straight bit, straight bit, straight bit, and then a straight bit, and then straight all along here. Okay, makes it into a airfoil. Well, I knew I had seen it before. You may recall the famous crane one down in South America. And here's a similar picture. Look at that there. Alright. And that one's a multicolour one instead of black. Exactly the same. Flat bit, flat bit, flat bit, flat bit. That's, okay. Not sure if I can get it any bigger for you, but it was flying in the sky. I thought it was a UFO. It's quite a big kite. Remember, I did actually bring up that one on previous live, but we couldn't get a side view of it. And you can see the angled spits, and that's how he gets it up. And it looks different from the side. There you go, look. Quite interesting how you can wrap that around your head, right? How it can look so different. So he's got an all blue one, and he's also got a multicolour one here. What's that? The flag colours of Brazil, is it? Is it Brazil? Now, in the field, put this together. Scott Brown. But when I saw that, I thought, yeah, that's the one. I knew I'd seen it before. Apparently, this man was flying a special kite that he uses for photography from the edge of this construction site. They're citing forward many people, including government and military officials. Surprise, surprise. And we've seen that time and time again. And I have actually covered it before. That's the reason I know I have seen it before. That's why my memory's pretty good on this sort of stuff. So I see Goofon is debunking stuff I did 4 years ago, you know, and he gets it all wrong. He's never ever really correct at all what he's saying what it is. Let's see, crane. I know there's been a few ones for cranes, but normally crane lights. So let's see if I can actually find it. Not that one. Could be that way long ago. That one with the crane lights. Yeah, Google doesn't make it easy, does it? Unless I got an image on the front, there's no way to really identify it. I know I have done it before. I'm not too sure on the location though. Brazil, maybe. Try crane kite. No, they're useless. They really are. It's one thing they could really improve. There's lots of facilities they can improve, and one of it's trying to find your own episodes. Actually, I think I've covered it a couple of times because GoofOM did bring it up a year ago, I think. So it's brought up late at the last one. So I just wonder if it's on these other ones. 365. It probably might have been back then. Yeah. It's the sort of thing I'd have to spend hours looking for it before the show, but I know I have done it. And I break it down for you. And actually do a live search. Let's see if we can do it again, actually. Not too sure the location though. If we had a location, it makes it a bit easier. Crane, kite. Brazil. Was it Brazil? We'll try that. Images. So we've got one kite. Maybe it wasn't Brazil. Could be Mexico, I guess. Or Peru or somewhere like that. We'll just try crane, kites. Construction. Yeah. It's not helping. I know it was a video. What I thought it would come up. I did find it quite easily last time. Could it be Mexico? Well, Scott didn't put the location on his thing, did he? At least I don't think so. Oh, here we go. No, South America, that's me. Where does it look like it is? What's that say there on the thing? AGRU. Agran. No. Does sound South America, but where? Well. Let's see. Mexico. I don't think it's Mexico. No. Try South America. Well, here's a hang glider guy that's got a lot of geese following him. No, can't find it. Man, South America. What's that one? Perhaps I'll put UFO in the title. Maybe that will narrow it down. UFO. Well, you would think so, but yeah. I bet it's in Spanish or something, probably. Crane. Kite UFO, man. Try Kite Man. That's frustrating. Kite Named UFO. No. Not spotting it. Unless that's it. No. What's that guy up to? A fishing kite. There you go. A box kite of some sort. You never know what you come across when you do searches like this. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know. Maybe I can do a Google search on image. That normally helps, doesn't it? But Google's not really good. Here we go. No, let's come up with tap. No, you got it wrong, Google. You got it wrong. I think I'll probably have to cut out a bit. That out something probably. Let's try and do it anyway. It's a good exercise. So let's grab that guy there. See if that comes up. And this is normally how you can pin things quicker with image searches. I forgot to open up my downloads. After rebooting. Okay, so we need to. Don't know if it's going to work. Normally go Google. I do it the hard way, and then you do normally the image search icon, images, and photograph, search by image. So we need to drag it on, and of course we've got problems. Why won't it go over top? What's happened? Oh, this is stupid. Drag it out the side. Just let's see if that works. And that's coming up with tarpaulins again. There. And what if we can do it with Tanai? Where's that one? Let's see if it'll do it from there. This is a bit more clever than Google. One result, so that's no good. Normally it can match it to a whole image, right? Maybe they've deleted that website since. It's a bit unfortunate. I thought it was going to work pretty good. What else can we try? Probably that one's pretty unique there. That's a problem with edited ones. We want one that hasn't been edited. Then it'll work straight away, probably. We'll probably find it on every fraud channel under the sun. Alright. I need to search, upload, paste or enter. Okay, try Google again. Should work. Well, we got a lot of blue sky this time. Not exactly what we're after. Zero matches. How can that even be possible? That's frustrating. Yeah, it's got me interested why it's not working. Oh well, can't do it that way then, unless we get a proper image. Then we'll be able to do it. Where's the top of the thing going? Come here. Yeah, okay. But we have to find my one, I think. Kite crane. There's a whole web page on it. Should have been. I bet it's in Spanish though. Kite UFO. No. Kite South America. Try that. Mind you, there's lots of them. Google is useless. Now let's try crane again. Might just skip past it. Defeated again by Google search. They're out there. Which one would it be? Lightning? No. Could be on this one. Let's have a look. Oh, probably a recap
that
on this one.
Mimics that of a lens.
Let's see what we got in the list. Why is the writing so damn small? It's got smaller, hasn't it? I'm going to have to read that fine print. Double standards. Diffraction. Nope. Don't see it in that one. What's that one? 336 could be way back then. What's the list on that one? Triangle. James Fox. No. That sounds like Robert. That's no good. We've been defeated. We've been defeated. We can't find what we're after. I'll go on that one. Nope. Don't see it. Unbelievable. That's all it's given us in the list. I don't think it's on that one. It might be. The recap. Well, now I did a recap recently. Side of things for videos. Yeah, let's just have a look. Nope. Can't see it. Not too sure what else to try. Peru, maybe? See what comes up. No. It's probably because I didn't say what it was in the description, not to ruin it for people. Peru crane 0. This search has got useless. Out. Looks like we're defeated. If I ever find the episode again, I'm going to put it in the description so it's easy to damn find. That's for sure. And that was a letdown, Google. UFO Peru. Oh, look. I was almost ready to give up. But look, as soon as I put Peru in, here it is. First 3 things. Unbelievable, huh? That's how it goes. You know, you can bang your head around. So how come I didn't come up and search on mine? Okay, so we got Purple UFO. Here it is. Interrupts Peru TV show. Well, it's actually, you can see it's multicolour. Wouldn't say it was purple. And there we got lots of images everywhere, right? Now let's see what we can find, that page where it's got the man on it. So we're seeing it from a different angle, so he's probably flying it from this way. Unlike this one, that's going the opposite way. I bet if we take that, and let's just do that. This is why we revisit things, right? We've got to prove to people 100% that it's a kite. Else they'll be forever in the rabbit hole, you see. Sure enough, we all love it to be a silver alien craft, but unfortunately, the frauds will keep on deluding it. What do you call it? Causing delusion. Okay, where's the image I was wanted? So we got there one, and we got this one here. Let's overlay them. We have to change the angle on that one. Of course, we don't know if they've actually messed around with the image, like changed the aspect ratio. Sometimes they squash it, and sometimes they stretch it, and all that sort of business. So, let's see how well we can edit it together. So let's start off with the biggest one. Yeah, it's a good test for my system, new setup. How's the audio sounding anyway? Testing 1, 2, 3. Sounds alright there. Can't hear any crackle. Yeah. Not the sharpest image. You can see it's going through atmospherics there. I'm not sure if we can brighten it up a bit, but we can see if it's going to work. Probably create a glowing white artifact, what they call glare. You can actually start to see parts of the kite here as well, can't you? That's simply just sharpening it, right? You can see it's in segments here. And it looks like it's still not terribly defined, is it? Yeah, it should be more solid there, but maybe the wind's blowing it in here a wee bit, and it's not that sharp edge that we're getting. So we can reduce the artificial whiteness around the outside from compression. So now we're dealing with most of the shape there. Now it's sort of in focus. So let's drag on the UK one, see if it's a similar kite. First of all, I want to rotate it. It looks like it might be the other way around, right? I'll scale it up proportional. I think it's around the other way though. And you can see here we haven't got it defined either. It's a wee bit blurry. I don't know if we can sharpen it. Okay. So it looks very similar, doesn't it? Stick with the same sharpen it. Yeah. Looks like it might be the back end here. And invisible in this. We can sort of merge it together. Looks pretty similar. I think it's around the wrong way though. So we want to flip. It seemed to fit up pretty quick there, look. Might be a wee bit too big. I think that's what you'd probably call a 95% match, right? because there's probably more wind in that one than the other one, so it's puffed it out more. If you listen to the thing. So what do you reckon on that one, Area 51? You reckon it's the same kite? So this is what I like about when you get similar cases and you can sort of match it like this. And I'm pretty much the only person that does this, right? So we could probably I probably could match it exactly by not using proportional. Like I said, it could be that we got some rolling shutter and it's made it bigger, right? So now I've reduced it a wee bit. It may have stretched the image. I think it's the same kite. So it's probably some kite club, right? Or some guy that just travels back and forth 100 miles in the UK and likes creating these UFO sightings. Probably gets a bit of a chuckle out of it. Now let's do the back and forth on that one. Let's see how far different it is. UK one, South American one. So it'd be a very, very similar kite design. It's not 100%, but you can see how similar it is there. Anyway, suppose we might save that. I suppose I could have raised the bottom of it. I'll use it like a thumb. So merge, flatten. So this is UK. And this is Peru. Man size kite. Okay. Deselect. And we'll just save it. And move on, I guess. That one's debunked 100%. And yet we'll probably still hear about it for years to come. When I'm not even around. Probably 100 years I'll still be saying this was a TR3b. UK, Peru. And I almost gave up looking for this one, UK, Peru. But we need to find the article with the guy in it though. Just to finish it off. And then I'm happy. Case closed. Oh, actually I got some garbage there in the front. It doesn't matter. Too late now. Didn't see that before. I think it's going alright, isn't it? Seems a lot better since Process Lasso's been on it. I haven't seen any lockups on the editor lately, so that's pretty good. You can only get better and better at this stuff. So let's see, have we got the picture of the man? So this is a video, or one of many videos of the same kite probably. In Peru.
¿Qué avión?
No, ningún avión se puede detener
Por
así,
eso, pues.
pues.
Nada se puede detener así. Oye,
So here's the crane that's over a construction site.
No
mira,
se puede detener.
un ovni. Renzo.
Yeah, and people are filming it from a building. You've probably seen this many times before. I thought, could it be dangling from one of the cranes, and we're not seeing the crane, right? I thought maybe there was a crane outside the view here and we're just being misled, but it took me a wee while to figure out what else could it be, and then I searched on kites or something and come across it, but gives us a location where it was sighted. Yeah, Lima, how'd you say that one? That one there. Flores, I don't know. No good at that sort of stuff. It's bad enough with English. Alright, so there you go, got close up of the kite. See, that looks closer to the UK one. See how it's sort of more chubby, that one? I bet if we use that one, where it's got more blown out with the wind, it wouldn't be a 100% match. But we ain't going to bother proving that. So, obviously they haven't solved it here. They've put it up as a UFO case, right? He hasn't actually put up the solution, has he? Investigating the case, seeking more eyewitnesses. Okay, so correction. Alright. No updates to it. Pretty bad there, Lee Spiegel. You should have a link to an update on it. Let's see. What else can we find? What's that one say? TV show. Kind of a bit hard to read it. I bet they're all the same. Solved. I want one that says solved. Debunked, maybe. And there we lose all our pictures. Because no one promotes the truth, do they? They always keep the same old lie going because it's good for clickbait. Sold. Again, it doesn't show up. Kite. Let's put kite in. See what happens. I already got kite in. Damn it. I've got double kite. That one come up again. Huff post again. Daily Mail. Let's see if they got the solution. Someone's bound to put the solution up, surely. Or are they still clickbaiting it? block. Yeah, we're seeing it. We're seeing it. No solution. Peru. And it won't scroll now. Because I've got some sort of secret script there. I hate sites like that. They'll probably be in the comments. Someone will have it in the comments, probably. All these sites saying the same things, probably. Yep. Yep, same game. Just copying HuffPost, probably, is it? Or HuffPost copying them. Who knows? But hopefully my episode will be in the search engines and people will know the answer. So this is why I thought, if you saw there, well, it could easily be something holding down on the crane, because you don't see the cables coming down from far away. Because they do have really big cranes at some stage, don't they, as they go up. And I thought maybe they were cropping it and tricking us, because it was a TV thing from Hamey, my son, probably used it, right? Anyway, unfortunately I can't find the story about the guy, and it's on one of my episodes. It's a full story about him and other kites he's got and stuff like that. But we have to leave it there, unfortunately. So now we'll third phase update it and say it's solved, that it's a kite. I doubt it very much. Okay, so that's the difference. Let's buckle up, guys. You gotta buckle up. Car crashes UFO. Isn't that one of those old ones where the car got crumpled? I don't remember seeing that one on this episode. That's all shocking. Just makes me sick. It really does. So we can put that one to bed now. Oh right, I was going to look at the other ones while we're there. I'll post it there on the side chat for you. Perhaps you can find the article about the guy. Perhaps you can find my original live show on it. Probably sometime after 100, I'd say. 100 live shows. Peru. UFO and TR3b was a kite, same as UK Wiltshire, was it? Oh, UK ones. I'll just close that down. It's a shame though why I couldn't find it here though. Peru. We know it's a kite. Crane. Kite. Peru. Could be in that one. That one looks similar, but it's not. It could be in that one. It could be in that one too. I said it would be sometime after 100. Like I said, there's a lot of episodes for Peru. It'll take time to go through all of them. Let's go back up top. I still would like to find it because it really annoys me when I don't find stuff. We'll just have a quick look through some more of them, see if I can find it. You never know, I might stumble it. Oh, here we go. Peru UFO UAP filmed by TV crew. Maybe I should have put TV crew and solved. Hey, I told you it'd be 100 something. Was that right? 102. There you go. It wasn't too far away. And that's the Secureteam's choo-choo train live show he did. At the Corbells, you could see that it was actually just missing data. In this case, you could actually see the rim of the crater behind. Especially when you run it through some filters. It does look like a choo-choo train though, but still, that's our minds trying to fit it, right? As if we're going to have a choo-choo train building on the moon. Maybe in the future, they'll probably have McDonald's and all that on there as well, won't they, by then? Why haven't we got that now? I want to go to the moon. I want to go to McDonald's on the moon. Don't you? It's about time we had that now. They've got to stop spending money on the war in the Middle East. Apparently Biden has lied. He's not retrieving troops at all. What he's doing is he's funding mercenaries, apparently. Jimmy Dore just pointed out this week that Biden lied again. And also that Dr. Fauci lied, admitted about the face masks. So they all misled Trump. Make sure he was going to lose the elections because mainstream media don't report the truth, right? Just like UFO fraud channels and Google supports all those frauds, of course. And why, I don't know. Because maybe whole America is corrupt. And that's another thing that makes me sick. Frankly, it does. It just makes me sick how corrupt America is. And you guys are the only ones that can change it. So, let's unfortunately, we haven't got any chapters.
With how
So he
these
just
things
said,
up.
oh no, it's got corruption on the audio, isn't it?
The person did an awesome job of cleaning it up and un-airbrushing it.
And
yeah, but if you're going to have
as
a
you can
building on the
see-
moon, it's not going to look like a
Yeah, it
choo-choo
has to.
train.
It's
I'll
got
just see
some
if I can zoom
corruption
in on it.
on playing back the audio there. Oh, yeah, so where's this kite business? Let's see if I can find it. Has it got the guy on it though? I don't know. This is might be the original one. Looks like it could be.
With a red beak.
Let's see.
Known as
Yep, that's the original.
Ronkatu Denko. I'm not sure where that takes us, but I'll click it.
I actually did find it here.
But there we go. So it's one of these strange names. It sounds almost like
Alright, I even found the name of the kite.
Star Trek
There you
name,
go.
wasn't it? Rokoku Deko. I wonder if my speech thing can say it. So,
Alright, so there you go. I got heaps more information there on the very first video that I found. And the name of the kite, that's a known type of kite. Yeah, pretty glad I found that. Okay, we've got another angle to it here as well. Has it got a picture of the guy though? I think it has. And there's the kite. Yeah, it's got a lot more information on this one. So why can't I find that when I search reverse images? Maybe it doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, I'll just post a link to it. Maybe you want to re-watch that episode. I don't know how long ago you guys joined me. You probably don't watch the old videos, and then you miss out. Old original debunk on UFO kites. That'll do. I have a watch of it. I'll just see if I can find the link though. I think I used to paste it down the side. Have we got one down here? Lima case? Lima? Yeah, it was Lima, wasn't it? Here we go. We have got a link for it. Lima? Has it said Lima? I'm not too sure. The Redillion Truth. Well, that's it. Has it got a picture of him? Has it? Yes, it has. Here he comes. There's the one. How come I didn't find that, Google? Hey, why can't you find that? We did a reverse image search. You should have found that. I bet if we now search on that, they'll probably come up everywhere. Let's have a look. Or is it still sucky? Oh no, it's brought up the tent. But it's still got some here. Okay. Alright, so it's found lots of sites where it's on there now. Well, not lots, but some. It's a wee bit better, but it just shows how sucky it is. So... and we got lots more pictures now. From different angles. What's it flying over there? A high mast light. Oh, there, look. Looks like it's tangled up, and it's not, is it? It's just off in the distance. Excellent. I'll post that link to it. But it's on the side chat. That's where we post them. Debunk for kites. Yeah. For UFO being kite. So that one's solidly debunked, hopefully now. And it's been recapped. Third time now. And I don't expect people like Goofon to keep putting up the same garbage. Now, he did actually do it, you know. I don't know if I've got him bookmarked here, but he should actually be bookmarky, shouldn't he? Goofon. I don't know. Perhaps we can search his and find him saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Because you don't know how to research. That's why. Peru. Or Lima. So it could be on there. He's got lots of Peru ones. You'd think he'd use it for a thumbnail though, because that's a pretty good image for a thumbnail. Clickbait, you know. How long ago was that? 6 months ago. I think it would have been about then. But yeah, won't bother. I know he was talking garbage about it. Could be on that one too. Special guest 503. Channel news. I'll just have a quick skim of that one. Mute it, of course. Yeah, I'll say quick skim, but oh god. Have I debunked that one? Again, what is it? Looks like a piece of trash flying in the air, doesn't it? You think they'd have that one? No, I'm not going to find it. I know he has covered it though, recently. And it was quite comical listening to it. Wow, it's a UFO! No, it's not. Stop misleading people. What was on that one? He needs to add bookmarks to all his old episodes. I should pause that too over there. Give me some speed. It's bound to be in one of these ones though. We haven't had any lag time. We've not had any lagging since I fixed that. With the bit rate, hopefully. Jetpack man. No, I can't find it. It's here somewhere though. Back to third phase. Onto something new. And I thought I was going to be able to do some MUFON ones, but yeah, as you can see, we just wasted a lot of time on the kite one. But it's well worth doing properly. So let's put out all these. I don't think we covered all these ones. Well, they're recycling all the archive going. Okay, that was Michael Schratt stuff. Okay, we don't want interesting stories. Okay, next one. Third phase. Oh no. How many times must we see that piece of crap footage? Anyway, what is it? A bird on a wire? What are we meant to be looking at here?
Has been seen throughout the world. Are you seeing this cut in the sky? This sharp edge? You know, it's very strange. There are people out there that say there's some kind of weather engineering or geospatial.
I'm sure we've covered all these ones before. Isn't it just plain contrails? Where's the sharp edges? I'm not seeing any sharp edges.
Intervention to create these trains. There are edge cut into the cloud line.
Where?
The shadow that is very defined.
Where?
And what's crazy about it is this phenomenon has been seen throughout the world. Are you seeing this cut in the sky? This sharp edge.
Just looks like a cloud to me.
There are people out there that say there's some kind of
what a bunch of garbage.
Weather engineering or
why does YouTube allow fake news like that? So now we're talking about Google Earth stitching errors, are we? And we know they do catch plane contrails as well. You can see there's one there too.
The length of this tail is beyond me. Any ideas, guys? What are we looking at? Is just some kind of cloud that has set itself?
Yeah, it could be a cloud, so it could be a stitching error, that one. Whoop, what's happened? Damn it. Where was I? It's annoying.
These geometric shapes, this natural pattern.
I was just trying to see. Sometimes they take, when the cloud's over here, and time it gets around again, it's cleared up. And you get a straight line. I think it's just a jet contrail, isn't it? Oop.
Is not natural. This is so unnatural. What has created this?
I bet if we type in Google Earth plane contrails, there'll be lots of pictures probably. Google Earth. Do the research, people. Plane contrails. Let's see what comes up. Images. Okay, I've got one here. Oh, look at that. Secureteam did it. But this one here is a stitch in error. See how there was a edge of a cloud here when it passed, and now it's come around. That cloud's now disappeared, so it leaves a little strip. I'd probably have to explain it in graphics for you, how it sort of works. Let's see if I can do it quickly. Hand tool. So you have a cloud like this, right? But the satellite picture takes it from midway. So cuts it down there, right? So the picture is taken this direction. Not very good at drawing arrows. and you don't get the rest of it. So when the satellite comes around again, so let's erase some of that. We actually need to draw a better cloud to match that one. So let's see, let's draw a better cloud. We can do a pink cloud, I suppose. So we've got a cloud, maybe something like that. Why is it not drawing a line? So it takes a picture coming down that way. Probably still not the best cloud shape to match the picture though. Probably more like that probably. And longer further down. So erase all that. I should have used the other thing. I should have chosen white and done it that way. There we go. Because now the thing comes around again and the cloud's disappeared. So all you're left with on the thing is that little strippy thing. Oh, it's too big now. 10. So you end up with something like that. If you go back to it, you can see here it looks like a really long contrail, but it's not. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. It's called stitch and errors. You get it on the moon as well as Mars, and you also get missing data, of course. It's not like it can take a snapshot like we do with our smartphones. It takes it in chunks at different altitudes, you know, zoom in, zoom out. But yeah, I think that's probably good enough explanation. Not that you'll hear it from Secureteam. So we got any other pictures? Same one, Secureteam again. Or was it different? No, it's the same one. Likewise, could be the same one but on a different angle. Alright, someone's rotated it. Maybe you have to say International Space Station images, maybe. Was that the same one again? Yep, same one again, rotated. Secureteam again. Okay, we've got another line going that way, which is probably a stitch nearer again, rather than a jet contrail, but I'm pretty sure there are images of jet contrails as well. It's just a matter of finding them. What's that say? Chemtrails. Okay, let's see. Google Earth. Let's try International Space Station for real images. Plane contrails. Okay, here we go. Contrail from NASA. So that's from outer space. So we can see what plane contrails look like. Maybe one here too. Contrails. Oh yeah, kind of looks like bridges, but it's actually not. It's actually a contrail going across the river. So there you go. We are on Google Earth as well. So hopefully that one's solved. What's that one saying here? Here's one from space. Airplane contrails make clouds. See, that's a lot of planes. Okay. So if you got rid of all planes, I reckon the planet would warm up. What do you reckon? Because they're artificial clouds made just by ice crystals, and that's reflecting a lot of the heat back out into space, else we would cook. So if we reduce oil consumption, plane flights, I think it's going to have a reverse effect. You better say Paul was right later in the future, if you're still around. Here's a pretty contrail here, which the ice crystals acting like a prism, and you can see all the different colours of the rainbow there. Excellent picture. Here's some more from space contrails, planes going across the ocean there. So I think that one there is pretty much debunked, but you won't hear it on Third Phase, right? Because they like to sell you rubbish.
Massive length of this tail is beyond me. Any ideas, guys? What are we looking at? Is just some kind of cloud that has set itself in a straight?
Well, spend 5 minutes researching it like I just did, and you can prove it, Mr. Blake Cousins. Righto. Garbage in, garbage out. Still going on about it. Unbelievable. Right.
Edinburgh captured this around 9:16 p.m. July 31st, 2020. We were able to get permission from Brian today, so we're able to share it with you. We're glad we are. We're getting a pretty good close-up of what
Are they playing contrail across the moon?
Across the moon. What are we looking at? I want to get your guys' opinions in the premiere chat.
Yeah, it's obviously a plane contrail. What do you call a dark one? Well, you can even see the plane at the front. Come on. You can see it's a cross shape at the front. How stupid.
And the comments
We've
below,
covered
but
these
Brent,
ones
what do
before,
you gotta say?
though, haven't we?
It's been rapid. I don't think so. This looks more like you can see it's holding its position. There's no dissipation of this chemtrail. If that's what it is, it seems like one solid object, and it looks like a sword.
It turns out that we did some research after the fact, and
it looks like it's
the
expanding to
military
media.
themselves, the day we put this video out.
Yeah, they're going all over the place, and so am I. Anyway, look, you can see it's expanding. Look, we've covered that one before. They're just recycling the same old crap. What's happened to the browsers? It's resized it. What the hell have that happened? They shouldn't do that. No. Why has it scaled it up? Okay, it should be that size. You can see that's a plane. Come on. Come on, people. You have to be really stupid to be bought into that rubbish. What is it? Some movie they're making? Come on, guys. This guy just likes the attention, doesn't he, eh? I bet he can't play for shit. He's an actor. They're all damn actors. Okay, Special reports that it's going to be more of the same old recycled garbage. Right? I don't know how much I can stand it. So what is this crap here?
From the ISS space station. Just
a bird that's got no bra on. Oh yeah, that's going to bring in the ratings. Anyway.
Very close in proximity to the Soyuz craft. Look at this. It comes up and then did it just bounce off the camera and now it's heading back in another direction like a ping pong ball? That was so
could
strange.
Be if it's ice particle.
Direct impact or a
but it doesn't bounce off the camera because a lot of the cameras are actually inside the cabins of the Space Station. So it could bounce off the glass panels, but this is SpaceX, is it, or what? I'm not sure what's going on.
And back the other direction on a dime. This is extraordinary.
I'm not sure what I'm meant to be watching here.
So we're going to replay this video again. Do you see what I'm looking at? There was some kind of object very close in proximity to the
Gotta be an ice particle, isn't it?
Look at this. It comes up and then did it just bounce off the camera and now it's heading back in another direction like a ping pong ball? That was so strange. This is a direct impact or a possible evasive maneuver. Look at
so it's an alien craft and a maneuver. Well, if it bounced off the glass, it must be miniature aliens.
This thing come.
I don't know if I can take
it's
much
hard to
more
wrap
of
your
these
mind
guys.
around this because when we're looking at this, again, it comes from behind the Soyuz craft. Watch this.
Alright, so it fires off a thruster, and as you know, the byproduct of a thruster is water. Hydrogen plus oxygen. Well, actually, they use kerosene as well, so it could have some carbon on it. Methane. Now, what's the byproduct? Kerosene plus oxygen. I suppose it's going to be certain hydrocarbons. Water being one of the byproducts, I suppose. So it could be a fairly, messy sort of chunk of ice.
Bam!
Boom! Bam! Wham! And you can see it's out of focus. So it's probably a droplet of ice water.
And then back the other direction on a dime.
But you saw there too, which they're not pointing out. There's another out of focus water droplet.
Bounces.
There it is. See that? Comes close and almost bounces as well.
is it bouncing off the camera itself or the ISS?
No, it's bouncing off the window they're filming through. You can see one here, one there.
Boom.
There's lots of little water droplets, ice particles. So what's this one? Reflection on the window again?
Sphere. I'm going to have to roll out the sun because we can see the...
Okay, you can see here they've cropped it so you can't see the sun's illuminating way down here, which is reflecting back at the camera window. So that's a reflection. Okay. So you can see here as it's going into the sunny part, it's going to create these artifacts.
Objects are unbelievable, almost like
see down here, watch down here.
magic. So we have this other video that has just come in from the ISS.
There you go, look, there. Shame I can't get rid of that. I'd have to play it slow motion, I guess. Can we get rid of the bar at the bottom?
And look at this. It appears that this orb of light, whatever it is...
and they've cropped it so you can't see all the light down here. See these round bits on the station, on the robot arm? The sun will be reflecting off something like this straight back at the window. And of course it gets overexposed.
grows in size, and it almost resembles a perfect sphere. I'm going to have to roll out the sun because we could see the reflection from the sun almost come
He's misleading you guys. He's disinformation.
from the left of the ISS.
Yeah, down there,
where the
look.
shadows
See
are
that?
set
You can see the
upon
sun's
the
gradually
ISS
getting more and more
apparatus. But look at this thing. This
dim
orb just
there
kinda
as it's
disappears.
fading.
So we're going to get
See
a
that?
closer look at this. Guys, I want you to tell me what you guys think is going on here.
It's
Because
a reflection of the
again,
sun
it's
of the
creating
body
this
part of the
perfect
space
sphere.
station.
It has an underbelly. You can see it is almost appearing to be like just like orange marble there, and it's not the sun. This thing again starts to dissipate. In my
It's just stupid. It's really just stupid stuff. People that brain dead that they believe in this rubbish. I don't know. It really ruins ufology. There's some real stuff out there, and this is not it.
and get into close proximity and take off at extraordinary rates of speed. Again, what's the meta propulsion?
I reckon we should put crowdfund to put Blake into space and leave him there.
Is this event that the ISS just happened within the past week?
Boring, boring, boring. Okay, what have we got next? Okay, car window with a crack. Good one. Filming into the sun, great. It's going to create lots of artifacts. So, what are we going to get? Come on, surprises. Boring, boring. We'll just pad out this so you guys keep watching and donating. Boring, 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 boring. Okay, what do we got? What do we got?
So let's take a closer look at Brian's capture over New Jersey. You can see a slight angle coming from this formation of chemtrail, contrail, whatever you call it.
So, you gotta remember contrails in the sky are horizontal and it looks like it's vertical. So, it looks like they're coming into land. This one's coming here, joined into the land and flight path. Big deal. I bet it's near airport down there, wherever that is.
But have you seen a maneuver like this? What was there some kind of, again, a major evasive maneuver?
Actually, it looks like it might be a takeoff strip. That one's going on one direction, and this one's going off into another direction. Horizontal. Because you're aiming the camera upwards. Yeah, it's all to do with perspective, right? How do you explain it? Three-dimensional, right? 2D image on a 3D world. You can even see the plane at the very end of it there. Be 1 or 2 pixels. It's an interesting picture though, but man-made again.
The moon is due to have visitors.
Oh, right. What the hell is that noise? Oh, that's that noise. There's them playing it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They ain't doing a music video, have they? Sailing on a ray of... That's not dark paranormal, is it? These guys are just hilarious. Underleaf. They should do punk rock. That's terrible. Okay. Play a few seconds of it so it's not caught by copyright, because that's what they're trying to do, obviously. Trying to take down my video, even though it's fair use. Now people want to go and watch that full music clip, but really I'm promoting them by doing that, because people want to go and have a laugh at it now. No, I'll probably have to go back to it after the show and have a watch of it. So what is it, air guitar? I don't think they're playing that music. I don't think they're that intelligent. Anyway, last one. Yeah, God, what are we looking at now? Oh, the military leaks. Okay, is it something new?
These videos don't appear to have any FAA lights like the Corbell video that represents an airplane, in my opinion. What we're looking at in this video has no FAA indicators whatsoever. These triangular craft are just hanging there, and at one point in the video, you see the triangular shape take off.
It looks like something new that's just come out. Is it on Twitter? We'll have a look in a minute. Obviously, it's come just out and I haven't had time to review it. And where the source comes from. Kind of looks like planes though, rather than triangles.
At extreme speeds.
Ah, that's interesting. Could it be CGI? Because it's on Blake Cousins, and we need to find out where they got that from, so we can just do a more analysis on it. Alright, so what have we got here? No source. Surprise, surprise. Share this on your social media. No, we just want to share the original without the garbage. Thank you very much. So fast, yes, a wee bit suspect. You should be able to check to see if it's got motion blur and rolling shutter and all that sort of stuff. So is anything out by the guys out there at the moment? UFO interest? Let's see. Or is it so new? Nothing there. Mick West, maybe. How come he gets a verification badge? Or was that locked? He's protected. That could be the Mick West we know. The wrong Mick West. Oh, here he is, down here. Don't think there's anything new. They're still going on about that stupid Corbell one, is it? Quadcopter. Okay, yeah, that's what it could be too. Is that the same video we're talking about now? Not that old case. We debunked that so many times. Fire lanterns. Thermal camera. Flies off. Does not descend, it vanishes. Don't know what he's trying to say there. But anyway, is he talking about the new footage? Or is he saying that they've got a new symbol on the software? Triangle shapes. Can't even open it further than that. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay. Don't know, can't quite see it. Right, looks like a little hex, is it? I don't know. Can't quite get to the other one. Helicopters. Alright, there is a triangle shape. Triangle shape, B2 bomber maybe, I don't know. Alright, we've got no information down the side. Yeah, so he hasn't got anything about this new video either. Okay, so where did they get it from? Newest military leak. Have these guys come across it out there before I did? Looks like we might have to come back to this one. That's going to be another fun one by the looks of it. Nope. Leak. Anything will leak? What's that saying? It could be on Corbell, I guess. Maybe check his. I don't know where they've got it from. And they haven't given us information to it. Corbell, there he is. Something's happened with the scaling. Something's happened with my magnifier, it's not doing it properly. Let me just restart it. Normally fixes it. Something to do with the new mouse software. It shouldn't do it now. Hopefully. So 9th, it's pretty old. Yeah, I pinned it. 16th. So it doesn't look like it's coming from him, does it? So yeah, let's just go over these then. Newest leak, let's see what they start off talking about.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got some breaking news for you. Just into my email via Richard Christie, I received a video that appears to be captured via a military source of triangles in the sky, captured in infrared. Let me tell you, this video has
so it's not
been
credible source. He's received it in his inbox, right? Kind of looks like drones to me. You know, the three armed drones doing some sort of display. Military, my foot. I thought it was going to be really good. I thought we may have some really decent footage. Yeah, there's probably been mucked around on the editor to speed it up at the end there when it shoots off, right? So let's see, drone. Kind of looks like it's one of those three armed ones. Three arms. I don't know if you call it arms. That's not coming up. Most of them before, aren't they? Here we go, one of those ones. Looks like that to me from underneath. And I think I got comments back again. See that? It turned out I had to delete cookies and re-log in. Stupid, isn't it? Why would a cookie stop comments coming up? Doesn't make any sense, does it? When it was working the previous live show. So, anyone else reckon it's three drones? Probably someone has and have deleted the comment. That's generally what they do, isn't it? Can't have people telling the truth on the comments. Okay, let's just keep watching it.
Seen until now. Breaking news coming into Third Phase of Moon. We witnessed the triangular-shaped craft via Jeremy Corbell, but could this be something else in regards to his capture and what we're receiving right now? These videos don't appear to have any FAA lights like the Corbell video that represents an airplane, in my opinion. What we're looking at in this video has no FAA indicators whatsoever. These triangular craft are just hanging there, and at one point in the video you see the triangular shape take off at extreme speeds.
Don't know, I'm a wee bit suspect on that. I need to see the original video and break it down. Why did it get suddenly brighter?
You could hear in the person's voice, the military personnel who's capturing this is shocked by what he's looking at. Again, let's look at this incredible thrust of speed as this triangular craft just takes off. And the second triangular craft you see dematerialize in the background. Is this some kind of new cloaking technology? The speed behind these craft just hovering there is unbelievable. What's the meta propulsion?
I suppose they're going to keep repeating it, just not doing any analysis on it, aren't they? I think we might have to come back to that one next time and do a bit more data collection on it, but let's do it in slow motion. Let's see if it works. There we go, one frame at a time. Go on, Google. Keep up with us. Of course, we can't hear any background noise, can we? And that. Would you be able to hear drones that high up? Of course, we don't know how optical zoom it is as well. I suppose it could be a far enough away that you wouldn't hear them. What happened there? See what I mean? Looks like they zoomed right back out. So they're little dots in the sky, so you wouldn't hear them. Now he's zooming back in a wee bit. Did I miss it zooming off? I must have missed it.
This breaking news video was apparently captured via military personnel. We're trying to find out whether it was the Navy that captured this, but right now this is leaked video that you're going to be seeing on the world news, but you just saw it here first.
Okay, so you reckon it's going to hit up the Fox News? No.
Third phase of moon, and we're happy to share this with you. Again, we're looking at this infrared video. We don't see any FAA lights like the Jeremy Corbell video. This one seems very movement of these triangular craft, and underlying these craft are also footage that you're looking at. In my opinion, is very authentic. Again, coming in from a leaked source via the military. Who captured this? What branch? A leaked source via the military. Right now,
So
we're authentic. Again, coming in from.
Coming in. The #1 UFO 4 channel has the latest footage. Come on. What's that where it goes? Or have I missed it again? I think it's about here, isn't it? A bit suspect, isn't it? So, certainly the brighter, not only that, the bigger. That one disappears. Yeah, that's got to be edited, isn't it? Very suspect. Why can't I get it lined up?
Jeremy Corbell video that was released earlier this week. These triangular craft are emitting something that has unnatural characteristics, not commercial.
Yeah, it's called drones.
As you can see, again, this triangular craft darts away at incredible speed.
Okay, it's coming up. No, suddenly it changed there. So why did it get cut? Because it's in an editor. Okay, I want to see the first frame where it starts to change. That was here, wasn't it? Excuse me. Just get your throat after a couple of hours of talking. How's the audio anyway? Normally it corrupts when I play Blake Cousins. Sounds alright there. Sounds like it's alright. Okay. So, how do we wind back just enough? We need like more defined time units here. Let's see. Wonder if that will help us. So has it got a frame number? Frame 7 dropped. No. Don't think it's going to help us. Codec. We need a frame count or something, don't we? Aye. Seems to scroll back too much, doesn't it? On that little time bar. Change in here. See that? Why did the other one light up? So that was one frame. Why is that one lit up? This is meant to be the one flying away. And that's back to normal. It doesn't make any sense, does it? And that one's smaller. Looks like it's been edited, right? Now it looks like a TR3b triangle there, right? Rather than the bright arms that we were getting before. It looks more like a TR3b. And those blurs were added. CGI. Boom, it's gone again. Now it's back again. See what I mean? That's been edited. There's something really fishy with it. It doesn't make any sense. A chunk of the video was edited. Anyway, we'll see what other people say. That's my initial assessment on it. And they're probably just talking about it over and over again. And now they're playing the music video going, so we have to go and watch that after. Is that something new they're trying to sell now? Third Phase, the band. New music album. So we wrap up on Secureteam and pseudo motion. Yeah. See, they said they want super slow. Well, you can watch mine and I've slowed it down for you. Yeah, the three lights often turn out to be planes. Video is fishy. It jumps, it's edited and clipped. Not too sure about the truth on this one. So let's see. Let's go to his spot where he thinks it's been edited.
So again, this is breaking news right here at Thirdphaseofmoon. You're looking
didn't
at
actually
it.
see a
Two
jump.
TR3bs captured on night.
But it has been cut because we've seen the change position.
So again, this is breaking news right here at Thirdphaseofmoon. You're looking at it. Two TR3bs captured.
I think there was a slight difference. Yeah, it's an edited job, isn't it? It's probably someone filmed a drone and then they duplicated it and then made it into a CGI video. Anyway, enough of them. Now, if we watch them too long, you end up being a zombie, right? You'll be an extra on Walking Dead before you know it. Yeah, so let's mosey on. Now, Secureteam is back with a new video, so let's have a watch of it together and cry, I guess. Cry at the disinformation in it. Now, we didn't even look at this first one, but maybe we should have a look at it as well and make a comment. Came out 1 day ago, 154,000 views. So it's taken a bit of a slam dunk from his 300 to 500,000 he used to get. And guess what? I don't know, but I think he hasn't got ads back, but he has. If we click on that video, it's like nothing has changed, right? The logo is still, except for he's made it super small there. Still the same logo. Bango, right? So much for what thing he did. So that's why you don't let a channel go, because it just come back and just carry on from where they left off. You take them down if you're going to take them down. Okay, so guess what he's promoting at the very top? No information about the video. And he's got Merc backup, and he's got Patreon backup. Okay, so has he got his logo backup? Let's have a look. That's very sad. That he can't even be bothered making a new graphic, you know. Still the same old crap. Same logo that he stole from the Chinese guy. Back to normal. Back to normal. So how come these companies gave it back to him? Is what I want to know. So they're just all hypocrites. It's all about money. We're making good money off him, right? Patreon, he was getting $10,000 a month donations, guys, and he's desperate for money now. Same logo. See? So that tells me that Lions Ground must have written to these guys to say release it, right? That you can keep using the logo. So I wonder how much he got paid. Yeah, bloody frauds. All of them frauds. You lion ground, you liar. Pants on fire. Did he pay you 100,000 or something? Did he? Oh, I didn't know it was him. No. Had the same name, same state. If someone was giving you $500,000 a month, wouldn't you look up and try and thank that person? I'm sure if I was getting $500,000 a month, I just certainly would be broadcasting this big donator each time. that makes it possible to run the channel. Man, I could really run the channel on that kind of money. I could have a new laptop and do new cameras. There's all sorts of amazing things you could do if you had money, right? But yeah, looks like something's happened between him and Lions Ground. Some sort of business deal, and you can bet it's money. So let's watch this stupid video, I guess. I don't think he's got ads. I don't know if I can unblock ads just to see if it is. Let's see. What's that say there? No, that's not it. Does say it's got some ads here though, doesn't it? Let's turn off that, see if we get ads pop up. Reload. Okay, ads. So we've got some ads.
Trading is not for everyone.
Ah, that's why he's got videos up, guys. He's got ads back. Google. Hypocrites. 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 All these people should be thrown in jail. That's damaging America. Google, the CEO, everybody, Biden, the whole shebang should be just locked up. It was going in the right direction there for a couple of years, and then everybody was against it all. I'm wasting my time here on this sort of shit, but anyway. That's really disappointing. Yeah, they should all be locked up for crimes against America. Destroying America, you know. And they're lying all the time. Oh, I don't like when it has a USB disconnect. Normally, causes problems. Okay. Audio still good? Let's watch it together and have a laugh.
But if you are a trader, plus 500 is the place.
Alright, I can't have ads playing. Okay, we need to get rid of that. Okay, back to normal. Same old
And
crappy
why
music.
we are video until.
Hey, what is the new Mars helicopter really looking for? Oh shit. Stop that USB. Stop it.
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Now, I want you to follow this entire video until the end because we're going to cover a lot of things here that just may change your mind about planet Mars and why we are...
See, obviously they wanted to make the most robust helicopter, right? And one that was going to use twin rotors, so it didn't need to have a long tail on it. And obviously longer blades mean it can actually work in thinner atmosphere as well, rather than, you know, a standard quad. And of course they're saying the camera only looks down, but it doesn't mean that you don't tilt that on an angle and still can film horizontally, does it? When you're on, if you move in this direction on a tilt. So I don't know. I reckon you can tilt it, but they're just being really careful at the moment.
Visiting this planet so much, why we are sending so many rovers and satellites and orbiters, and now the new Mars helicopter, which was sent to the planet along with the rover that carried it. The rover, which goes by the name Perseverance, carried this helicopter, also known as the Ingenuity Mars helicopter. So as you're seeing in this beautiful image here, I'll just let you watch for a second as the heat shield is blown off, and what you're seeing is the actual rover and helicopter itself attached, making its way down via parachute to the surface of Mars before finally coming to a stop.
So is this recycling video here? Still, it's the wrong size again, isn't it? That's really strange.
Alright, so, and here you are seeing some of the still frames taken where the rover is now detaching from the helicopter. It's like a little mini drone, actually. The helicopter drops down, detaches, and then the rover backs up and captures the very first
So, really, what's so exciting about that, you know?
Test
We already
flight.
know all this.
on video, which is the big news right now. And again, watch this whole video.
Yeah, watch it all because he gets more ads in it. But we got them
Because
disabled.
I'm almost 100% certain as to why they are now not only sending rover after rover and satellite after satellite, but also this new helicopter. And you just may be too after this video's over. So here is the new video of the test flight of this helicopter. Just a quick test to see that it can move up, fly, hover, and not crash and burn right away. And almost right off the bat, you see in the distance, and this only comes up in separate frames, so this is not a speck on the lens or anything like that, but it appears as if right away, right as the drone is deployed from the rover, we can see something in the distance in this.
Alright, so here is not a piece of dust. Often when the fraud channel says it's not this, often it is. That's exactly what it is. It kind of looks like a bit of dust kicked up by the rover wheel. And it's out of focus, which means it's close to the camera. So where's the focal point here? Good question. Focal point. What's in focus here? Well, that there looks like it's in focus. Those square bits with the cooling vents. Although slightly out of focus. Have we got anything else that's better? Not really. And you can see that's out of focus, so either it's stuck on the lens or it's further away at this stage. I still think it might be dust.
Official NASA still image that appears almost to be something possibly flying by or sitting static in the air from a distance, monitoring this new landing of this helicopter. And so you're looking at this high resolution photo here, and as we zoom in up to the left, we can see what looks to be something way in the distance. Now, could it be a speck of dust? Possibly. However, this is after the rover had landed, dust had settled, and as you will see, we have another frame found by another YouTuber that would appear to show the same object, only at a different angle, where you can see more of the object,
so it's still
rather
stuck
than
on the lens,
possibly
then,
what we saw in the earlier frame of the object, maybe on its side.
Okay, you got to remember that helicopter. How does it stop? Does it stop and then they drive over top of it? So it's obviously going to stir up a lot of dust in the air, right? And it's going to start settling down on the rover as it's approaching. I think that's just this another bit of dust.
But as you're seeing,
as you can see there, it looks like it's got. It's not a triangle bit. Looks like it's got a hole in the middle there. Squiggly bit of dirt. Out of focus again.
Here, from the next frame, we can see...
Somehow he's enhanced it to have a little bit of red on it.
A much more detailed image of whatever this thing is. Yes, it's still blurry, and you'll get that at such a distance.
Exactly what I said.
But it's triangular. This object actually
no,
seems to have some color
it only
to
looks
it
like
as
it's
well.
triangular.
You can see some reds in there, some some black, some green.
It's a letter A Mylar balloon. What's that doing up there on Mars?
Possibly. But it almost looks like something is flying, you know, and turning, because Mars does have an atmosphere. So, was this rover landing being monitored?
Fake
NASA
news.
and the government would not just use taxpayer money up into the trillions of dollars, sending rover after rover, space probe after space probe to Mars, and helicopters for a look at the scenery.
Yeah, I'll catch up in the
There's no
side
need
comments
for
in
a
minute.
helicopter unless they are looking for something. So let's first start out showing evidence of a basic civilization. Okay, we'll just say in the past. And this here is one of my favorite pieces of evidence.
Not the
because
choo-choo train.
it shows what looks like the foundation of a perfect square building that at one time was built on planet Mars, now mere ruins covered in sand. And as you can see, with a little bit of contrast, because NASA, they like to play a little game when they upload their official images. They like to change the contrast and the brightness and the color of these photographs to hide things, to hide anomalies. But as you can see, this is a square. It's pretty self-explanatory. You want to tell me this came from nature itself?
Yes.
And that this doesn't look like... How many builders do we have watching this video right now? Tell me that doesn't look like a foundation.
We've covered this so many times about square rocks. Cube rocks, because they crystallized, right? So we're talking about millions of years of erosion here. Cubes in nature. Let's just type that in. Cubes. Oh, nature, I should have said. Let's just do a search, see what we get. Okay, so we got some cubes in nature. Damn, must be aliens everywhere. Okay, so perfect cube. Looks like it's some sort of metal of some sort. We've got ice, we've got quartz. Someone's actually holding a chunk of this rock here. Cubes in nature. Lots of them. Someone's cut the trees into cubes. Poor trees. So some of these are obviously manufactured by men. But that there looks like a piece of rock. Let's have a look at what that says. Can you believe it's natural? I can, because crystals. Where's the image gone? Oh. You never know what you're going to get on these sites. I didn't see any crystals there. We were misled. We saw some thighs. Let's have a look at that one. Cube crystal system, yep. So if you got it down to that scale there, you can see if you blow it up into a side of a mountain, how it could form straight lines, right? Over millions of years of erosion. And we can type in squares in nature then, or rectangles. And it's brought up the cubes again, but here's one that we've often pointed out in Ireland. Right, Bolsic, what do you call it? Bolsic rock, volcanic rock. Forms hexagons and pentagons, but you can see also cubes there, see that? Well, squares, right? Exactly like in his picture. So, yeah. Is it possible to get it on other planets? Damn right it is. Oh. And we've got these ones here. I've told it to quit after I clicked it. And it didn't listen. Got these ones here as well. Looks like carved blocks down here, look. But it's just this falling down, right? Rectangles everywhere. Mother Nature is just amazing. And of course humans like squares as well. You got to remember, a lot of these planets have a lot of crystallized rock on it. Anyway, and of course some of these images were faked as well. Some building in Iran, I'm not sure if this was the one or not, was also a foundation of a sand building they built that was falling down, and someone was posting it as a NASA photograph, and it turns out to be untrue. I'm not sure if that's one of them, but you never know.
So let's move on. We also have circular foundations found around the planet, rocks put together forming perfect circles. Here's another one of my favorites. This is called the engine, because amongst the sand and rocks and pebbles we see this object that looks somewhat like a part of an engine. It's got a circular tube coming out of the side.
Okay, so I've analysed this one. It's actually not circular. And it's not actually a tube. It's like a protrusion. What do you call it? It's like a chunk of rock sticking out the side that forms this sort of really crumbly sort of curve, and it sort of gives us this artificial look that looks like a pipe. But again, you got circle rocks, circles, natural. Obviously, you're going to get Stonehenge and all that. But I think you can find circles in nature as well. Obviously, these ones are man-made. But here's some looks like fossils. And of course that's why they're up there at the moment, trying to find proof of fossils or sea life through water. So yeah, it's possible that they might find something like these here, you know. I think that might be petrified wood, is it? Or the rings of the tree. But I was just trying to find stones that form circles naturally, but it's going to be a bit hard because man likes circles as well. Yeah, let's see, I've got to put natural probably in quotes. Yeah, but anyway, you probably can do your own searches out there and probably find. Well, we know nature forms these spheres, right? Concretions, as they're called. And we know fossils can do it. What's that one there? That's very interesting. I'm not sure. Says nature. Mandalis. What is it? Is it natural? It's quite interesting if it is. Kind of looks like it's natural. No, it looks like it's man-made. If it can... Pretty clever though. I like that. Now look at this thing. That's got to be natural, surely. The roads it further down, then further up. Man-made. Look at that, that's natural too. Looks like a sea wave coming in. Man-made, a lot of it though. Arches, that's natural. Fire pits. Yeah. Stonehenge on Mars. So, if it's not man-made, then it just happens that there might have been an impact, impact creates circles, blows out the stones and ends up in a pattern. That's how it would form naturally, how I can see it anyway. And of course, small stones. If you got like tornadoes or whirlwinds, it's going to make it form circles as well. So it'll be something like that, you know. So, alien's getting a bit tired here. Is it in sync still? We had a few disconnect sounds. So we had a few questions down the side here. We still only got halfway through his video here, but it's getting a bit tedious. It's going to be talking about the same things, right? This is just missing information. It's not actually a shadow. You can look at the other rocks here to see they've got really short shadows, not long shadows, like there. That's just a missing block of black all data, and that's a missing block of some of the data. You can see here underneath the image here, you can see that part of the rocks going through the image, right? It's not a monolith, as you can
other
see.
videos about a very mysterious moon of Mars called Phobos. And again, guys, if you're new to the channel,
So he's repeating the same garbage that he always has, right? Missing data, reflective rocks. Yeah, look. Just repeating the same garbage. Oddly shaped rock that looks like a human. I think they got a different angle of that, didn't they? From a different perspective, you can see it's a rock. Anyway, same old garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. And now he's promoting. Okay, let's see what's he going to say at the end.
so this is just a handful of images I've just shown you from buildings and structures on Mars to machines.
Did people actually like that? 21,000 people really loved that video.
Machinery or ships that could be mining on Mars, to megaliths and monoliths, evidence of beings or creatures on the planet, skeletal remains, and of course the mysterious objects in the skies that potentially are observing our rovers and will be observing this helicopter as it will now be flying over the surface of the planet. So with that, guys, you tell me what you think. Thank you again for all of your support.
I can't tell him what I think because I'm banned. And my comments vanish. And it's not likely that anyone's going to tell the truth here, saying it's total garbage or boring. Stupid people. And this is what's wrong in America. And UK, really. God does not build in straight lines. Yes, he does. In short skips, anyway. Blew his mind, guys. Sounds like someone's been on weed too much. getting ready for school. So that he's got like the young crowd, you know, and I reckon they're underage, right? Because these videos should be classed as adult only, which means you have to be verified to be 18 or older, even though 16 is valid in some countries like New Zealand. So there's not one honest, truthful person here, or at least someone that's awake at this cloud of stupidity. Great video. You gotta be kidding me, man. It's very sickening. I don't know. Ufology is just ruined. I don't know why I bother. Yeah, I suppose he's going to blab on about how you can support him. Oh, right. He didn't actually put up how many people were subbed to him, did he, on this? He never has. Let's have a look. Patreon. An honest person would be saying how much he's collecting, right? He never has, as far as I understand. Platform 640 patrons. So let's say they pay $5 each as a average. What's that work out? 5 6s, 3,000 for $5,500 there coming in every month, US dollars. And that's why Patreon loves them. Of course, it could be a lot more money than that. I know for a fact that NN said he was getting about 10,000 before he went on his drug binge and booze binge, and then claiming Men in Black did it, and the police were beating him up. But anyway, what's he saying at the end here?
By the way, we have new merch out. We have Secureteam.
That's not new. That's the same old garbage with the same old boring logo, which was stolen.
Face masks. They're awesome. We have shirts, hoodies. Check out the links below. Our Patreon is back up. If you want to support us monthly for $1 or $5 or $10, I'll even send you an autograph.
Please, someone create him a new logo at least. If he can't be bothered doing it, someone out there should have some skills. Anyway, but we haven't even looked at this first one, and that's really, really bad. Consider all the things that were said before he did his one. We'll catch up with the side comments. CEM piece, what's that? Out on Force. Percent of the comments about the content versus the return. Yeah, that's right. It's all about him. The Out There channel, the ground with today's spy tech. You just send a spy satellite to low orbit. That's right. They got better cameras now, where they can facial recognize even from outer space, or at least drones anyway. How much thinner is Mars' atmosphere versus Earth? Okay, we should be able to find that out. How much thinner? You just have to type it in. Normally it comes up, you never know. There's Mars' atmosphere versus Earth's. Let's see what comes up. The atmosphere of Mars is about 100 times thinner. There you go, straight away. Than Earth's, and is 95% carbon dioxide. Well, I reckon you could grow plants there and terraform it quite easily then, couldn't you? Here's a breakdown of its composition. 95% carbon dioxide, nitrogen almost 3%. So 100 times thinner, that means you'd have to get more lift from the blades, 100 times more lift. So if you got little blades, that means it has to be based on how light the thing is. So let's see, can we find out how heavy is rover heli? I don't know. Helicopter. Do they call it helicopter? How big is the Mars helicopter? Okay, we'll get the big. Whoa, it's quite big. 16 feet. It doesn't look like that in the picture. It reached a height of, oh no, it reached a height of 16 feet. Okay. It's south by 5 degrees to move several feet. So it tilts, does it? It tilts 5 degrees to move 7 feet sideways. Okay. How big is the helicopter? 19 inches tall. And about 10 feet off the ground, yeah. Doesn't say how wide it is. Did the helicopter land? How much does the Mars helicopter weigh? Here we go, that's what we wanted. It's pretty light then. Less, about a bottle, 2 litre Coke bottle. And you got these big blades on it. 4 pounds. Okay. I suppose you can do some calculation on the blade size and the thickness of the air. But it looks like they've worked it all out anyway. I'm not going to go into it and try and calculate it out. Let's see. We might be able to find out the blade length. Maybe. Rover blade length. How big are the blades? That should tell us how wide it is then, wouldn't it? Here we go. What's this? Yep, there we go. Got some specs. Width. I can't quite see it though. Total length of rotors 4 feet, 1.2 meters. Wow, that's pretty big, isn't it? I'm just trying to measure it 4 feet with my hands here. Well, that's a fair distance, isn't it? So it goes under the rover. So how big is the rover? The rover must be fairly big because it only looks like a little toy when it goes underneath it. The rover must be quite big then. The rover has to be at least 4 foot wide and at least 10 foot long, isn't it? We'll find out that in a minute, I suppose. Solar charges, just 4 feet. And it's 2 kilograms. Okay, anyway, you can do the calculations you want. Lift. There are mathematics for it. Let's see, how big is the rover? How big is the rover? Just landed on Mars. Curiosity, wasn't it? Perseverance, that's right. That Curiosity was the other one. Let's see, 9 feet. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. 9 feet long, wide, and 7 feet tall. How about wide though? It doesn't say width, so it's got to be greater than 4. 10 feet long by 9 feet wide. Oh, here we go. 9 feet wide and 7 feet tall. I said 10 feet, didn't I? 10 feet had to be, at least be 3 wide. 4 wide, I mean. And 9 feet wide. So So it's kind of more square rectangle shape, isn't it? A little rectangle shape. Anyway, got all the stats there. Anything else you want to know before we wrap up? I suppose we might have a look at this last thing. Yeah, it's got a lot of instruments on it, right? And it's got a lot of shock absorbers, and obviously they want to make it last as long as possible. Of course, it's going to have a lot of batteries in it, solar, nuclear batteries. Let's just have a look at his last video here and see how bad it is. It's just shocking.
What's up, guys? Tyler here, back with Secure Team. How have you guys been? For those of you who don't know where I've been, well, I've been fighting for my life in the hospital, surgery after surgery. I won't go into it.
Liar. Okay, he did in the last couple of months, but he hasn't added his Patreon link on, has he? He's got PayPal there. Merc, but not Patreon. So he'll probably go back and add that. He never tells the truth. What he should have done is come clean on all the hoaxes that he made. All the leaker ones. That he's going to change his ways, but he's back to normal.
On this video, because I already did a video which you guys can check out. If you don't know, you want to get in on the scoop of where I've been, check out that last video. I'm still lucky to be on planet Earth.
If you want the scoop of where he's been, watch my videos, because his ones are not truthful.
Let's just put it that way. But I want to get back to my true love, and in this just totally negative climate these days with everything happening in the world, I bet you guys are ready to just see some awesome UFO videos and news. And while this is my first video back after some 8 or 9 months, I would ask that you guys humbly take it easy on me. My videos will grow longer and longer, and maybe, just maybe, I will get back to the good old days when I first started the channel, when I was posting 20-minute plus videos every day. I'm talking 7 days a week. Now I'm lucky enough to get a 10-minute video out every couple of days. But I love this stuff, so, you know, I've got thousands of videos. Go check them out if you're new. But
the reason he was posting it every day, because every video got another $1,000 in his pocket. No joke. So, yeah.
I mean, an obvious story I thought I would start out with my comeback to the channel is the Pentagon or the US government's confirmation, as if we didn't already know, of a piece of UFO footage that came out, Navy footage that was captured of an obvious triangle-shaped object, not one of ours, but it's a flying triangle. Some may call it a TR3b, which is an experimental test craft that the US government and military were tinkering with back in the 80s. And
despite
some have
it's
said
not,
that
because the stars are also triangles in the video.
Utilized alien anti-gravity technology. Is that what we're seeing here? I don't know. But breaking news, this footage was taken that you're seeing here in 2019, I believe.
Yeah, we know the triangle shape's not true, but it doesn't rule out that it's not a drone, which is what was written in the logbook. Now, Mick West is saying the flash rate is equivalent to a commercial jet. Well, I'm pretty sure drones can have the same sort of flashing patterns as well. So, yeah. Also, Mick West is saying the two lights at the end are stars, but that doesn't explain why one of the, what's it called, bokeh is rotated, or bokeh is rotated, which you can only get on a reflection. But Mick West is saying it's all his idea, but if you go and read his initial post on it, where he was guessing it was lens flare and all this sort of glare, lens glare. And he was saying that some plane lights matched the triangle shape, but I ran it through some filters, it certainly wasn't triangle. He was just trying to write it off straight away, right, without doing any proper research. And then someone said, I think it's a bokeh, a triangle bokeh. He says, it's sort of like that. So someone gave them the idea in the head that, well, it actually is. They modify caps, and some of them have different iris shapes, and the new generation ones do. So yeah, he's on all the radio shows now, bragging that he figured it all out. Mick West, he's something. Just like he's another one that likes attention. All these people like to have their face on big TV and all that sort of stuff. Not me. I like my little alien.
Let's see what the CNN article says here. Yes, it indeed was taken in 2019, and according to CNN and the leakers of the footage are indeed legitimate images.
Yeah,
blink
boring.
and go away, but it's still there, still trying.
Still the same garbage, and now he puts some other rubbish
clips of these mysterious triangles that we've posted on the
on.
channel.
I've
Something
debunked
we
all
already
these
know.
ones.
Supposed
Okay,
or
let's just
telling
go
us something
from-
we already know. Those of us who have been following this topic.
Okay,
These
that one was a kite.
things have been here for millennia. This is nothing new.
Okay,
And so-
this one here is a solar balloon shaped in a triangle instead of a cube. Not a cube. A cylinder. So that's a solar triangle made from trash bags. Kids do it for experiments at school. Solar triangle. Not those kind of balloon. Suppose you'd have to put balloon in probably. There it is. Compare that one there to his video. It's got the same curvatures, right? Anyone can make them. You can make even different size ones and shapes, of course. You can see they're quite big. The sun heats it up and they gradually lift off. Alright. How many times have I mentioned that one?
Oh yeah, I thought I'd start my first video back, my first real video back. So, you know, I've always been fascinated with the TR3bs or the silent.
He's a liar. He's not interested. If he was a real UFO person, he lives in America where you get all the hot spots. He's got, self-employed. He's got all the time in the world to get out there with his P1000 and start filming his own UFOs. Even if he did it once a month or once every 2 weeks, right? He's a liar. He's not interested in UFOs. He never goes to all the conventions like other people do, like Linda Moulton Howe. Yeah, the guy's just a liar.
Triangles, and I gotta say it's amazing. So watch this video till the end as I will show you some of the other clips of these mysterious triangles that we've.
And that one there was a kite with LEDs on that was faked as a hoax. Yep. I can't remember what it was called now, but I have covered it. Someone put a laser pointer on there and automation of circuitry on it. And that one there was CGI. That one there could be a kite again with an LED in the middle. That one looks CGI. I'm not sure where he's got that one from. Okay, that one looks like a bokeh again. Using it on front of the lens to create, triangle shape. This one here. That was actually flares dropped. I think it was in Ukraine. And they just film it while it's got a triangle shape and then it breaks up. All goes out. So yeah, same old boring garbage from Secureteam. There was not a single alien craft there. So yeah, we'll wrap up on that. And I'll just check the comments before we go, because I've come up to 3 hours already, again. I have to put some bookmarks on, I think. I'm just reading it on the other screen here, so but I should really do it on this one, so everybody can read it. Can a helicopter fly on Mars? That's a good question. I think it might be too heavy. You're talking about a normal passenger helicopter, aren't you? The wispy atmosphere at Mars' surface is equivalent to an altitude of about 10,000 feet on Earth. I guess so. I haven't done the calculations. Much higher than even the most capable helicopters can fly. Hey, imagine him at Skinwalker Ranch, also a hotspot. Yeah, that's right. You know, you could talk to Brandon and maybe go there to investigate, or be a guinea pig for an experiment. But I think they got some wild dog there. That's was seen on a show recently, Expedition X. It's quite good. The first couple of episodes about this massive dog-like creature, werewolf they call it, of Bray Road. They actually capture some interesting footprints and eyes on camera. It looks a fairly big creature, but a lot of people said this particular dog walks upright. Makes me wonder if it's a kind of Bigfoot, you know, a Bigfoot, maybe it's a hybrid, maybe a Bigfoot mated with a wolf, and the byproduct is this dog man. Who knows? A kinky Bigfoot hanging out with a wolf. Or some other type of dog, at least. Yeah, I guess that's not Scooby-Doo, no. Have you not seen it? Go and watch it. It's pretty interesting. Series 3, Episode 1 and 2 just come out a couple of days ago. Well, actually a couple of weeks ago. You probably can find it on some stream sites now. Yes, Skinwalker Ranch would be an interesting one to do, but I think you'll find that there's a lot of background radiation as well as microwave energy there that's not good for your health, and it's going to mess around with your mind, so you're going to start to see things as well. But also, it's going to mess around with your electronics and filming. The cameras are going to go down, the batteries are going to go flat, which we have been seeing on Skinwalker Ranch. So that's got to be coming out soon, a new series of that. It's a bit of a shame that Brandon doesn't want to talk to the Out There channel, because I would be asking other types of questions that other people don't. But I think everybody's scared of me out there. Okay, I think he went on Mick West's thing, and Mick West is over, you know, he's like over a polite person. He just nods and says yeah, and he doesn't believe a word they say, of course, and goes on his way again to debunk stuff. I think the best thing that could happen to a critic like Mick West is to have his own personal paranormal experience. Paranormal is probably more common than getting alien contact or seeing a UFO, probably. Paranormal is everywhere, right? So, yeah, I think paranormal is linked into the UFO subject as well as the Bigfoot subject. Now, I think it's more complex than we think. And I think Jack Valet found that out too, and Hynek as well. But it's interesting stuff, and this is why we're in this field. We want to know the answers. You know, I've been attacked by paranormal. I've had paranormal jump on my bed. Try being in a locked room and something jumps on your bed, and you know it's not a cat because you don't have cat in the house. And if you're in a sealed room, right? Do you think you could sleep after that? Oh, I certainly did. I'm sort of not scared, right? It's like they're trying to scare me. I got a laser pen now, so I try and use that to see if I can see 3D shape of something's in the room. But it's been very quiet since the alien visit I had in January 2020. It's the most bizarre thing that happened to me. I think that was the last thing. I don't know if I had any more paranormal after that, did I? Anyway, I've documented all the crazy stories of my life. And the more I've gone into this field, the more experiences I've had. So, if you connect with credible investigators as well as experiences, then things can happen to you. But aliens do know your character, so they certainly wouldn't be corresponding with frauds, and they're not going to be hanging around with frauds. They just know that they're just bad people, that they're exploiting them for money. I think they want to be noticed. I'm still trying to figure it out. And I'm pretty sure the governments do know about it. And they can't control them coming in and out. But maybe they're cherry picking certain people for a reason. Maybe something's going to happen to Earth in the future, being a doomsday, and they're just picking people that they think might have the intelligence to maybe build a new Earth in another universe. But of course, they don't want old people. But you need a mixture of people and young people. You need young people to be able to be taught from older people, I guess. So you need construction workers, scientists and all that sort of stuff. Maybe they're repopulating another universe, a universe that's died. Maybe universes die. They expand, which is like the Big Bang, but not like the Big Bang. They expand and then they contract, and maybe life gets all destroyed in that process, and then it restarts rebuilding again every trillion years, right? And there might be these multiple universes that are connected by membranes. When they bump into each other, allows them to pass through one to the other. Aliens might actually be the people that maintain the universe, maintain order. They might be fixing things or trying to preserve humanity, right? Humans, not just humans, but also animal life, plant life. Maybe Earth is unique, right? So they're trying to protect it and to make it like a farm in another planet somewhere, or another universe, or both. So I think about this stuff all the time. And we ain't going to get anywhere with all that crap we just saw today. Frankly, we're not going to get anywhere. We need people to be thinking right outside the box there, figuring out what the gravity is and how to counteract it. And I think that's already been done, but we don't know about it still. I think at one stage the Black Ops project will come out once it's been found out by other countries that they have got a secret plane that can reduce its mass and fly at very hypersonic speeds into space. That they only had one made or two made, and that's why you only see a few of them. And that's why they don't use them in wars, because they're cutting edge stuff, and they can only make one out of trillions of dollars or something. There'd be some reason to it where they don't want to risk the technology, but they were using it to aid regular technology, like transport stuff into outer space. And there might be already colonies out there, there might be something on Mars already, but more likely it's going to be on distant moons, I reckon, in the solar system, if anything, rather than being on Mars and on the moon. It makes sense to be on other moons further away from the telescopes and stuff. But that's my feeling anyway. Eventually we might get validation, but I'm probably getting too old. I'll probably be dead. You guys might find out. Missing 411. Well, if you have a look at my episode about the guy behind that, he actually cherry picked and faked a lot of the information. He was actually kicked off before he retired off the police force. He didn't retire. He was caught selling autographs. He was sending out letterhead from the police department, ask Barney and other famous people to write their signatures, and he was saying he was collecting it to fundraise for children and the police or something like that. You can find out the full story on what's his name? Paul Palladius, was it? Oh, what's his name? David Palladius. But yeah. So you got to be careful of the stories he puts out there, because a lot of those people actually did show up again. Some of the people in his book weren't actually gone. They actually did show up later after he wrote the book. Or they found the body or whatever, you know. Just go and do some research on him. You'll probably find a lot of talk about him on Reddit and Search and Rescue that were actually part of the Search and Rescue, saying that the book is a laugh at the best, because that's not actually what happened. So yeah, David, that's his name. So they sort of gave him early retirement there, but he would have lost some of his probably his retirement. So, but he was into Bigfoot. I don't think he's entirely a bad person. I think, like everybody, they get caught up in the greed of money. But the thing is, you know, he used 4 channels to try and promote himself, like Tyler, and Coast to Coast was a big one. I see Coast to Coast as fraud radio chat, really. It wasn't really. It just talks about everything, right? It's a bit like SOR, you know, same sort of deal, right? Anything for entertainment rather than finding the truth. But it's bad when you find out a story that you really liked in the book was actually fake, you know, wasn't entirely true. And you expect stuff to be really, really true, right? But I'm pretty sure there are strangeness happening, like that boy talking about he met someone and went under cabin. To me, that sounds more alien, you know. Bigfoot's being aliens and interdimensional and traveling from our world into the next and then returning them. For some reason, they don't return everybody, but they return some of the kids. So, you know, there's been sightings of kids being seen on Bigfoot's backs, right? And if you watched Expedition Bigfoot, another really good show to watch, they talked about how they would simply vanish in that show, like entering doorways or have orbs over them, and then suddenly they fade away into no thermal image or whatever. But yeah, and there was another series too, Into the Unknown. I think it was an English guy, or maybe South African guy. He did one where he went out into Arizona desert. I think there was one water hole for hundreds of miles around or something. And he set up base camp there where apparently there was meant to be Bigfoots that live in the desert. And something happened, you know, his camera went all crazy and all that sort of stuff, and the bag of fruit went missing. So yeah, it's quite an interesting episode, that one. Go and dig it up. Anyway, I better get going. We're up to 3 hours. There's another series on now called Squatch, I think, on Hula, which I haven't seen or tried to do a search on, see if I can actually watch it. But it's the sort of thing I wouldn't ever pay to watch. It'd have to be free, sort of thing. Just like what I do should be free, you know. And if people want to keep me going, they can fund it, you know. I think a lot of these ones should actually, and a lot of these shows should be free on YouTube, and people can pay by putting up with a front ad, you know, and paying membership to get rid of the ads as well, and they get a chunk of that money. I think that's how it should be, you know. And you wouldn't worry about pirating ever again, right? Yeah, it's a lot of good shows out there. There's a lot of garbage ones too. But like I said, Expedition Bigfoot I could see was really credible, and they actually found some solid evidence. Paranormal Cult on Tape, total garbage. I've debunked pretty much 99% of the stuff they show on that. Expedition X, they had some interesting stuff on that, although it's a wee bit more entertainment than scientific, but it's not too bad. What's another good one? Paranormal 911 had some interesting stories there from cops and ER people. But anyway, better stop yapping. Like I said, there's lots of stuff on this topic, and there's not enough hours in the day to cover it all. And that's why we're now up to how many episodes have we done here? And I've only had 777,000 views in 5 years, but I've got lots of episodes. Does it tell us how many episodes there are? It used to tell how many uploads you had. Can't see it now. But if you go to Social Blade, it will tell you, and you can look up all the site stats. I bet Tyler's glowing. I guess I can spend 5 more minutes on it. Social Blade. Here we go. Okay, so you can type in my channel, but out their channel without any spaces. And up it comes. So we're up to 670. Today was my 400 live stream since I started them 2 and a bit years ago, I guess. And you can see my stats are really bad. I should be a lot bigger. More people credible people should be coming to me with credible footage that they want me to analyze. But when I tell them, nope, it's butterflies or balloons, they get all upset. Me, I want credible evidence too, but I have got some on there. And I still think it's the most credible evidence I've got. And still, we have critics like Mick West and others that will write it off. Alright, so we go to the home tab. I still think, if you listen to the guy's interview, I totally grilled at the guy. And I've asked him every time I see him, is it a hoax? And he'll say no. And it's back in 2011. And he didn't even focus on this creature in the window of the UFO. It was moving around a lot, so go and check it out. Right, that's the smoking gun evidence, as far as I'm concerned. Either one of the best hoaxes with latex masks and other people helping him, which haven't come forward in such a long time, which is really unusual. He doesn't make money on his channel because he doesn't have it monetized. So what's the point of faking it? Fame, maybe, but in fact, it's destroyed his life, I think. I think he's lost all his friends over it and family, and no one believes him and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, that's the way it goes in this field. So you can type in Secureteam. I bet he's gone up here too. Secure team. Let's see what's happening here. Now I think everybody on YouTube is suffering. Even though he's making what 200,000, if he puts 3 ads on it, that's still 1 million views, right? Well, it could be up to 1 million views. Half of that with ad blocker. Most of his fans don't have ad blocker on though, and give him something, I guess. So that would give him, at the moment, $500, is it? So hang on, let me just calculate. Yeah, it would be like $500 he'd be getting for that video at the moment, instead of 1,000 that you would used to get. But yeah, let's see. So he's now got all his videos unlocked from private. They weren't deleted at all. And his subs are probably going up. Let's have a look. Me. Of course, it doesn't tell us. It only goes up every 10,000 for him, so maybe it's not saying. But I'm pretty sure it was 2,001 at one stage, and now it's 02, so it must have gone up at some stage. And you can see straight away, for new videos he's getting like 200,000 views, right? But still, overall every day he's making quite a few thousand views there. That's money coming into the bank. And then he's got all those Merc guys paying what we estimated to be like $4,000, $5,000. He's doing pretty good already. Unlike me. Yeah, I make nothing. I have to pay it all out of my pocket. Anyway, enough on this. Time to get going. And thanks for joining us. And hopefully those that watch it offline will sub and follow, because we need more followers. But I think BitChute will have a live stream option soon, and maybe more people will watch it then. I don't know. People don't seem to like Twitch, so I'm not too sure why people are not joining Twitch side chat. Anyway, good night all. And I think it worked alright, didn't it, tonight? No glitches, apart from the intro. No sound. I think it's all good. I think we may get the problems sorted out in this Windows 10 a bit better. But I had to do a bit of research, of course, on technical problems and trial and error, of course. Yes, have a good evening too, and take care road. Hey, we've got a stable thing come up here. I thought we had it. No, it doesn't matter, it's on the credits anyway. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with Twitch. We never used to get the unstable error. Yeah, we'll just end it and upload it everywhere, I guess.